Horror of Fang Rock, Part 1, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So take 2 on our Halloween commentary.
Luckily,
Brian put on Part 4 the first time.
We were talking about how you don't do the Halloween Spooktacular anymore because you do the Celestial podcast instead.
I mean, I think this is a good replace. Doing a horror of Fang Rock commentary works because it is a spooky Doctor Who story.
I mean, we did a spooky commentary last year too because we did Brain of Morbius in October, Brian.
Was I on Brain of Morbius?
No, that was just me.
That was just me and Joey.
But yeah, so I think this is a decent replacement as far as like trying to like conserve the amount of videos I do, because really I'm trying to like find ways to dedicate more time to adaptations editing so I can get it done faster and hopefully eventually increase the output. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just still trying to work things out.
I think I want to continue doing the Hex discussion videos at some point at least.
I believe we could do that at some point.
Cause like cause those are on my channel, so you don't have.
Oh yeah, Hex is on yours. Evelyn was on mine.
Yeah. So, and I've actually listened to a bit more Hex now, so we can do it. I
love this. I love the setting and direction of this story.
Now, Brian, you don't like this one, right?
Does Brian not like this one?
I don't like this one because for a horror story to actually be pretty cool for me, I have to be invested in the characters, and everybody in this story is a cunt. And I kind of
that's part of the point.
Jacob. I think there's some hissing on your end from your mic, Jacob.
Okay, is that any better?
It might be the lights. It sounds like a light problem. You hear the electric hiss from it?
I think that might be it, maybe. No, that didn't.
I could try turning off the light, hang the overhead. Give me 1 sec.
Let's talk about him while he leaves. Did that actually help? I can't tell.
God, Keurig tea is fucking shit.
I can't tell if that actually helped Jacob speak a bit.
Did that help?
Ah, shit, no it didn't. What is that?
It's coming from the mic.
Big F.
Is it the mic?
I think it might be.
That's weird.
Oh well, it's not like that bad.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of white noise. Although now everyone can probably fucking hear it.
Yeah. Now that I pointed it out,
call attention to it.
They wouldn't have noticed it if you hadn't pointed it out, Joey.
That's true. But I can notice it, so it was gonna fucking bother me anyway.
You just fucking put your bother on the rest of us.
But this is a really, really good sort of isolated alien invasion style story. Like, you have it. It's so weird. You have season 14 ending with Philip Hinchcliffe leaving because Doctor Who's gone too scary, and arguably this is darker than a lot of the stuff Hinchcliffe did.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because this is a story where nobody makes it out alive.
This is actually my first Turnstick story, and I was utterly captivated.
Does anybody make it out alive from Pyramids of Mars? No! Just the Doctor and Sarah. I'm pretty sure.
I remember I saw a list once. I forget exactly where I found it, but it was a list of like Doctor Who stories where everyone actually died and everyone survived. So the survived list was significantly longer.
I wonder why.
It certainly wasn't mostly Moffat stories.
It wasn't?
No, it was. God, Americans really don't get sarcasm, do they?
I think that might just be Brian.
It's just, yeah, that's a point. I don't know. Sometimes, here's the thing. I think of you guys as sarcastic all the time, so actual sarcasm doesn't sound too different from your natural speaking voice when you're around me.
I love Tom and Louise Jameson's performances just here, because
Yeah.
you have the Doctor basically waxing poetic about the fog. Like, we're in a fog.
It's a good set.
It's really good direction. This was, I think, Patty Russell directed this.
I mean,
Nice.
I'll give the story this. It's well shot. It looks good.
Didn't Tom Baker not get along with Patty Russell?
I don't think he did.
And I know for a fact Patty Russell didn't get along with Bill Hartnell.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think it was on the Planet of Fire commentary. Fiona Cumming was talking about how she was a production assistant on The Massacre, with Patty Russell directing it, and they got into like a big fight with Bill Hartnell like all the fucking time, like over like missing props and shit.
That makes me think if maybe Patty Russell is the type of director that he is Patty Russell a woman or a man?
It's a woman. It's
Okay.
Patricia Russell.
Okay. So Patty Russell.
Patty.
Well, no, it's Patty. It's two D's.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I think Patty Kingsland is a dude.
Yeah, Patty Kingsland is a dude, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe she's the type of director that is like the director's in charge, not the lead actor. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
probably clashed with Tom Baker and William Hartnell.
Yeah. I mean, I really respect that too. I mean, I fucking love the look and feel of all of Patty Russell's stories.
I'm not the biggest fan of The Massacre.
I think if we were actually able to see the direction in it,
It does not work on audio. It doesn't.
I think the recon works. The recon's really good.
The recon's also just hard to watch because there are no telesnaps, because Mr. John Riles is like, we don't need telesnaps taken. That would be dumb.
No one cares about preserving old television.
Not from those times, anyway.
We're lucky that any of John Wiles's run as producer survives in any way.
Actually, we're whole ass lucky that we have basically all of Doctor Who except for the visuals for a few episodes. There are a lot of
too.
There are a lot of other BBC shows from that time that are just completely missing audio and visuals.
Oh yeah, I know. Like the first season of the Avengers is almost all gone.
Oh,
I think there's another thing that Dylan likes called Out of the Unknown.
Out of the Unknown has missing stuff. Yeah. I think part of it's a testament to Doctor Who's popularity, because people forget Doctor Who was really popular in the 60s.
It's probably literally their version of Star Trek, would be my guess.
Did you guys see that list of most terrifying Doctor Who monsters? It won like a Radio Times poll or something.
I saw that with the Weeping Angels were at the top. I didn't see the full list.
The top 10 is actually surprisingly accurate, I'd say. I mean, Weeping Angels win by a whopping 35%, which is fucking insane. But then you got Daleks at 13%. But then I'm really happy with number 3. You got the Midnight Creature, which is awesome.
Yeah, because that is...
The Midnight Creature is pretty fucking scary.
That is a perfect example of cosmic horror.
Oh yeah. Then you got the gas mask zombies, Vashta Nerada, the Flood, the Silence. Surprisingly, I never found the Silence in particular that scary. Then for some reason at number 8 you have the Cybermen. I mean, I don't know, like Cybermen as far as like TV standards go, I don't find them particularly scary. Number 9 though, actually, you have Mondasian Cybermen, which were put into a separate category. But I'm happy that they're there at least, and they were voted in. And then at number 10, you have the Beast from the Impossible Planet.
Joey.
Yes.
And Jacob. Sorry, I get used to doing these with just you. Fucking Waters of Mars made... I was little when that came out. So it made me shit my pants. Like, Not literally, but I was fucking terrified of the Flood. The Flood are so good.
Nice.
Like just the design of the cracked mouths with sort of like black ooze.
Because
Kind
they
of.
look, it's sort of a visual contradiction. They look dry, but there's water spilling out.
Yeah, it
It's a brilliant
really
design.
it really fucked with me when I was little. So much so that I still see it, and when I do, I'm just like, ugh.
It's still
Just
really
get
unsettling, yeah.
all the fucking goosebumps in the world. It's just
Tom in
like
a bowler hat looks wrong.
I agree, and that's just another reason why I don't like it.
Well, it's not a bad part of the story, Brian.
Jacob, I was talking with Brian about this earlier. What are your thoughts on the Body Snatchers?
The book?
Yeah, the book.
It's okay.
Right? I don't know. I'm almost done with it. I'm just.
It's like, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine.
I was talking to him because there's this weird phenomenon I think with it. The Body Snatchers is like the most readable, boring ass book I've ever read.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think it's
Because it
boring.
is
Ass is
really
quite right.
it is really easy to pick up and read, but it's also like nothing fucking happens in it. Like it's just 200 pages of nothing.
Oh, I love this bit where it's like, I'm no lady. Give me your clothes. And you have this guy who's just like, nope, no, no. Because we're in what, 1910? Like early 1900s with this.
Jacob, how far are you in Gallifrey, or haven't you started Series 3 yet?
I haven't started Series 3. I
Oh.
finished Series 2.
Closed
Nice.
captions on. Okay.
I should have started Series 3, and I'm with just the first one, but then War Master released, so
fair.
like I kind of
Ooh.
stuff.
You know what I'm really excited about?
In my big marathon, I'm currently listening to Other Lives, which is
nice.
which is really good. I love it. I'm also in the Ultimate Doctor Who Marathon as we're recording this. It'll be out by the time this is released because we're recording 2 days in advance. Singularity.
Oh, Singularities. I remember that being really good.
Ooh. The ending to Singularity is fucking perfect.
The first episode is okay, but I really like the second episode. Like, the first episode just takes too long to get going for for it to be great. But like once you get to part 2, you start to deal with time travel bits and things, and it's fun.
I had a lot of trouble getting into Singularity, but once I got past the first episode, it was pretty fucking solid. Have you heard it before?
I have a long time ago though.
Oh, do you remember the ending?
I don't.
Oh, dude, it's fucking brutal. I love it. Really well done.
And then we have Lewis Kent
from Peter Davison. Jacob, I've heard you rant about Lewis Kent so much in the past 2 weeks, my dude. I don't.
Why
think
don't
I
you
can
just
take
block
it.
him from commenting on your channel?
because he means well.
No, he doesn't. He's just an ass.
Remember what he commented on Joey's fucking novel adaptation?
Yeah. The first comment, all it said was fake. I'm like, okay. And he's like, he's like, what did he say in particular then?
I think he said something. I don't hear Sylvester McCoy. I hear someone pretending to be Sylvester.
That's right.
McCoy. And
I
you
can
just
pull it
said,
up.
and
It's like that's kind of what an impression is. I can't literally be.
there are a
Sylvester
lot of
McCoy.
comebacks you could use for that, which are better than what you said. But you
I
said,
forget what I said.
You said, guess I'll just kidnap Sylvester McCoy then.
Oh shit! What did he say that on? I think he said that on Exodus, right?
Yeah, I don't hear Seventh Doctor, just someone pretending to be Seventh Doctor.
Did you pull it up?
Yes.
Nice.
I think he only found it because I had made like an update video saying like, hey, I'm doing my marathon too, but also novel adaptations.
You should have clarified that Sylvester McCoy is not a part of them.
I mean, I don't think I have to clarify.
I wonder how old Lewis Kent is.
I don't know, what, like 12?
Because what if he's like a little kid?
A little kid that's just obsessed with the lost stories from Big Finish.
And the lost stories that Big Finish will never do because there's like...
An ass ton of them?
Well, no, because there's no way to do them. Like...
You know what I really want? I want an adaptation of The Children of January. That fucking writer needs to give up his manuscript.
Wait, who wrote that one?
Some dude called Michael Feeney Callan. And it was going to be part of the first season of Lost Stories, too. It was going to be release 8. But then, like, the dude doesn't want anyone else to adapt it but himself. So, like...
Well, then just tell him to fucking adapt it.
Yeah, he just then was... Something happened between him and Big Finish that didn't end well.
Why couldn't they just fucking be happy with him adapting it? Why?
They were, but apparently he might have, like, asked for too much money. Like, I know Yellow Fever and How to Cure It is never really going to be adapted because...
it was never written.
It was never written. No,
it was only ever... It never got past the I have an idea stage.
It didn't even make it to the storyline stage. Like, for Lost Stories, the earliest point that they could go to actually make something is the storyline stage. Like... Return of the Cybermen, which is coming up next year, was a script. Like, they're doing it because they found an earlier draft of Gary Davis's script.
Is it Gary Davis? I thought it was Jerry Davis.
It's Jerry
Davis. Jerry Davis's script. And then the Doomsday Contract is an outline, but John Lloyd still has...
If Return of the Cybermen is any good, it's all gonna be because of John Dorney. That's the only way I can think about it. If it is any good, it's going to be because of John Dorney and not because of Jerry Davis's original
how is Big Finish going to work around that continuity wise? Because they're obviously still using the Nerva beacon in it.
Interestingly,
John Dorney had a little bit about the Time War that he was going to put at the end, but everyone behind the scenes was pretty much like, that's a bit silly. We can just do it and shrug our shoulders and be like, it's a nice alternative.
Also, some people are saying, just say a device of death screws with the timeline.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, that's my idea here. I'm also just excited to hear something with Tom, Sarah, and Harry. And I'm excited for Sadie Miller.
Oh yeah, she's brilliant.
And Christopher Naylor's great too, but yeah.
I'm just excited for Harry stories on Big Finish. That's my only thing. I fucking love Harry, dude. Harry is probably low-key my favorite Fourth Doctor companion.
What?
Yeah, I love Harry Sullivan. I don't know why. He's my baby boy.
But Romana won, though.
But Harry.
But Leela, though.
But Harry.
Yeah, it's about it.
Ann Kelso, though.
Oh, yeah, Ann Kelso. Yeah, she's great, too.
Fuck that shit. Not even canon.
Are you going to take the Jerry Hobson route now, bro?
No, the Editron route.
Exactly
the Editron route. It's objectively not canon. The names in Night of the Doctor were just names of other people, and it wasn't on television, so Night of the Doctor isn't canon either.
For everyone listening, I want to say that this is being recorded on the same day that we did Dylan's Christmas special live stream.
Which was a ton of fun, and if you haven't watched it, go fucking watch it. It was great.
And after this, Joey and I are going to be recording a podcast for my channel.
Yeah, we're all getting some clout today. It's great.
And on Monday,
want to listen to our chronicles in order, that's how you need to do it.
That is the order, yes.
The
We did
Jerry
we did the live stream with Dylan. We took a 2-hour break. We're doing this shit now, and then right after this, we're doing the podcast. So,
the Jerry thing will make sense if you watch the live stream first.
But Brian, it doesn't matter if it's not canon.
Dylan's live stream is not canon to Joey's channel, apparently.
That didn't sound like Jerry. That sounded like someone from Liverpool.
Well, I'm not.
That sounded like like John Lennon
It's gonna
or
pull out a
Paul
perfect
McCartney.
Jerry Hobson impression out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, you got it.
Well, you see, Joey,
You're already off to a bad start, Brian.
He's off to a Moffat start.
Why do you think I fucking stopped? Every Scottish person sounds like Stephen Moffat.
Are we gonna have
when
we get to Human Nature? Who's gonna play the young Mr. Moffat?
I thought we said that will be Brian.
It's gonna be me, because apparently I have the closest to Shay's original impression.
But you see, it's so clever.
I sat there and I thought to myself, I really like Mario. Ruben. Oh, I always forget there's a character that's named Ruben. Makes me think of sandwiches.
What?
I don't know.
Because a Reuben is a type of sandwich.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacob.
Very insightful.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I love this cliffhanger. I love this cliffhanger, and I love the characters that are introduced in the next episode.
I don't have a lot to say about this story, because it's kind of just everything I have to say about it. Every complaint I have falls right down to I don't like the characters because they're all dickheads.
Brian, you know stories can have all characters who are all dickheads in one way or another. I mean, George R. R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire is about characters who are pretty much all dickheads in one way or another.
The question is, are those dickheads charismatic? And I don't like any of these people.
See, I would argue that, like, the people in Midnight, they're all dickheads, and I don't think they're particularly charismatic.
Here's the thing. They start off as people you can like and relate
and then you pull back the layers and see, like, you know, how much they're all dickheads.
Everyone in this
you do the same thing here. Like, their ugly sides get revealed as we go along.
And the only real dickheads are the three people on this ship that's crashed into the rocks, because you have Lord Palmerdale, the lady one,
the lady one,
Adelaide, and the other one.
I'd argue the only, like, little innocent boy is Ruben, and Ruben gets fucking murked.
I think it's actually really interesting that Dix didn't have the routine be like a routine.
Brian, take that notification away.
Oh,
Brian.
fuck! Oh, shit!
Brian!
Oh.
Did this the last time, too.
At least it was at the end last time. Fuck.
So weird for this to be produced by Graham Williams and not Philip Hinchcliffe.
Right. Horror of Fang Rock, Part 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So, I watched a video on how the slit scan stuff works, and it's actually really fucking neat.
Okay.
I mean,
just the process behind it is tedious, but It's really fucking cool.
Probably the
Basic-
reason they kept it for like 7. How long did they keep this? Like 8 years, I think.
No, because
7 years. 7 years.
well, if you count John Pertwee's,
Yeah.
it's is it?
Oh, so do you guys remember that tweet I made a while back, like asking for like suggestions for like a Halloween story to watch for each Doctor?
Yeah. How'd that go?
I've been doing that marathon, and it's been quite fun. I have 2 stories left in it.
I'm really glad that you chose Snake Dance for the 5th Doctor, because like
I did. I mean, he doesn't have many like properly like scary stories. So.
What did you
Snake
end up
Dance, Snake Dance
choosing?
as a pair is a horror story. It's just not your gothic
Oh, yeah,
horror.
and Snake Dance is good. I really like Snake Dance.
What did you end up choosing for 4?
I did Brain of Morbius.
Again? There's so many other stories you could pick from.
I was also particularly interested in rewatching Brain of Morbius because it was my first viewing post Timeless Children.
Oh.
I'm guessing it still holds up because it's Terrence Dicks and Robert Holmes.
Oh yeah, it's still great.
Huh. The last 2 October commentaries both involve Terrence Dicks and Robert Holmes.
I don't think we can do that again.
Sadly not. Unless you did, like, I don't know, Terror of the Autons, which
doesn't make sense to do in October.
Yeah, which isn't horror. Yeah, it's not really horror. Other than it's got terror in the title. I'd love to do one for Seeds of Doom. Because Seeds of Doom
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
What?
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Seeds of Doom is very body horror.
Seeds of Doom is my favorite 4th Doctor story.
See, I get that. But where the fuck does Fury from the Deep come from?
What do you mean?
As your favorite Troughton, Jacob.
Because I love Fury from the Deep.
I mean, it's alright. I mean, I like it a lot.
It just occurred to me. Speaking of bad choices,
I really need to watch the animation for Fury. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
It's not good. That good. It's really not that good.
In your opinion, let him form his own.
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Joey?
I have not. I do not have it. But I'm just saying, let him form his own damn opinion.
Let me form my own damn opinion. Also, the Power of the Dalek Special Edition is definitely worth the purchase.
I'm still not going to get it.
I'll do it. It's
the animation. I can wait until a season 4 collection Blu-ray.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah,
same goes for Enemy. Same goes for Enemy of the World. I didn't bother with the special edition of that one because I'm just gonna get all those extra special features when they do the Blu-ray release.
I really hate how like releases in the US have been going now. Like
where they're like 9 months after the thing's been released in the UK.
Yeah, like it's worse with the animation. The collections are okay. It's a couple of months.
Collections are like usually like 3 months late, which is fine.
Which is okay. They shouldn't be. There's no reason for them to be that late. But
especially because there's significantly less work put into the US releases.
Yeah. But yeah.
I think they also produce more of the US releases.
Well, yeah, they're not limited releases.
Which that makes me happy for them because I'm kind of opposed to this whole limited release Blu-ray version of Classic Who for the UK.
I love the limited editions in the UK because they look great and all the extra physical.
Yeah, but have they re-released them in standard editions though?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think what annoys me more is they don't do a standard release for the UK.
Yeah, like do a standard release, like especially of season 12, which needed it, because season 12 sold out in like.
I sort of just shrug my shoulders at that because The DVDs have been in print over there forever, and we only had limited runs of the DVDs over here. So I'm kind of I'm kind of like, it balances out. Whatever. I don't mind too much.
Yeah, but it's artificial scarcity, Brian.
In
That's
both
true.
cases, it's totally unfair. Like it makes no sense.
Like that's still I don't like that. Also, the BBC didn't have control over what DVDs were going out of print in the US. That was Warner Brothers. That was Warner Brothers, who produced the Deep Classic Who DVDs.
Well, why was Warner Brothers...
Actually, those Region 1 DVDs have gone down insanely in value since the Blu-ray collections have started.
Yeah.
Good. Because some of those
I'm
fucking
happy about
ridiculously high.
I mean, they're not worthless. You can still sell them for a decent amount of money, but it's not like the scalper. Like, you're gonna, if you want to buy a copy of the War Games, you're gonna have to pay the same price as Lung Barrow. Like,
Yeah.
which is so dumb. So dumb. Like, I also think Lung Barrow was overpriced.
Oh, definitely.
But, like, the War Games has more copies printed in Region 1 than Lung Barrow did. Like, it just did, because it was in print for more than, like, half a year. So, yeah. I love sort of just the intenseness of, like, the intensity of this scene. Like, it's people in a room talking, but, like, these three, you already know these three people are just shit. It's very much like a theme of, like, class. Like, you have these three upper class twits who are just sort of looking down at these lowly lighthouse workers. I also love I love the way Tom just acts this scene, where he's just sort of, like, looking everywhere else, but because he's clearly like, there is a danger here, and I'm done with you three people.
Is it implied that Tom already at this point, like, knows what the threat is?
He knows that there's a threat.
He doesn't know that it's the Rudens, though.
No. I think he probably has an idea. Speaking of the Rutens, I want a Sontaran Ruten story, like, on television.
I mean, well, that won't happen.
I know. But they're supposed to.
Joey.
What?
Why can't it happen? Why can't it happen, Joey?
Well, just because I know the BBC wouldn't fucking invest in it, and there hasn't even been, let alone a solo Sontaran story since 2008.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Because the Sontarans in the new series are now comedy. Thanks, Moffat.
The Gunpowder Plot is a Sontaran and Ruten story, but it's not a TV story.
Yeah, but that's a video game.
What's wrong with a video game?
Well, Doctor Who video games are kind of shit.
I like the adventure games. They're simple and fun.
I'm excited for that mobile Weeping Angel game that's coming out.
That'll be interesting.
That actually looks really good.
I'll play Edge of Reality.
I can't do any VR, sadly.
Well, I don't think
it's coming to console now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Edge of Time is the VR one.
Okay, well, I can't do VR just because, monoid.
Well, I would do Edge of Time, except I don't want to pay the fucking leg for a fucking VR headset.
My brother has an Oculus Rift.
And does he use it ever?
Yes.
Really?
I don't know how much now that he's... Oh, what's...
Because, I don't know, VR just... It doesn't really seem worth it.
Oh, I made a new Eagle Moss purchase today while I'm still waiting on my Time Lord Victoria shit to come in because they're not going to fucking ship it until the second set is out, and that's not for another few days.
Nice.
So I made another order today. It was mostly New Who ones for once, but I don't have enough New Who figurines in my collection, so I figured I'd get a few of those.
So what'd you buy?
I got 2 classics and 4 New Who ones. I got one of the Ambassadors of Death, um, and a Necros Dalek from Revelation. So I got those. Those are my classic ones. Then I got a Slitheen, Cassandra, the Supreme Dalek from Journey's End, and the Spyfall Doctor in the tuxedo.
Ah,
Yes.
nice. I'm sorry. I fucking can't with this story, man. It like puts me to sleep.
I love it. It's such a creeping horror story.
You guys are like paying attention to it, and that's why there's not a lot of talking going on. Meanwhile, I'm just over here like I can't think of anything actually funny or like
Fun to talk about because this story bores me that much.
Oh, did you guys see that War Doctor Begins cover?
I did. I am so glad I at least pre-ordered that first volume.
Right? Oh god, and it looks so good. And I guess what is it? There's some kind of like rights issue around like having like a young John Hurt, a picture of a young John Hurt actually used on something, right?
There
Or just
might be.
just John Hurt in general, I think. So they like painted it. Looks great. Brian, did you see it?
I did see it. It looks fucking amazing.
And well, the painting actually works really well with at least the style that I think they're going for.
Mm.
What style do you think they're going for?
Sort of this sort of full depression mode Doctor.
Yeah.
I hope he actually does some serious bullshit though. Like he pulls some whack ass fuckery. Because my one complaint, and he does it in Only the Monstrous. That's why I like Only the Monstrous the most out of all of those sets, is
Come
because
on,
it's the
Agents
only
of
one.
Chaos is better.
It's the only one where the Doctor actually holds true to his "I'm a warrior" thing and like actually fucks some shit up. He doesn't do that in any of the others.
Hey Jacob, methinks Brian's just a Nick Briggs fanboy who doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
I mean, I can't comment because I haven't listened to the War Doctor series.
There's a lot of Nick Briggs shit I don't like.
I do like Only the Monsters though. Like a lot.
But I'm being serious. Like, the motherfucker talks about all the horrors and atrocities he committed in the Time War, and he did what? One in that entire series?
Part of me is kind of sick of just the Time War as a thing, in a lot of ways.
I don't know. I'm still interested.
I feel
I mean,
like
less so now that we're getting some really good sets from Big Finish that are actually playing with the concept. Like,
well, play with the concept, and also don't forget that this war is meant to push each of your characters to the absolute fucking limit, which that is one issue I have with the Eighth Doctor one.
Volume 4 was great, though.
Volume 4 was great, but
And I like
My
Volume 3.
point
Some
still
people seem to
stands.
hate it for some reason, but they're wrong.
Wait, which one?
Volume 3.
I
Oh,
don't.
3
like
can
Volume
fuck off.
3 can fuck off.
the fuck off.
Also,
1 and 2 are really good.
I would love to have seen what happens to Inquisitor Darkle in the Time War from listening to Gallifrey Series 2.
Right.
Oh, Linda Bellingham. I am. Oh. Brian, have you listened to Gallifrey at all?
I've listened to the first Gallifrey Time War set. I did see that one of my English boys, who I really, really like, Richard Armitage? Is that how it's pronounced?
Armitage.
Yeah, Armitage, I think.
Armitage? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him mainly because I like the first Hobbit movie and he's Trevor Belmont in Castlevania. I saw that he was cast as Rassilon.
In the Netflix show?
Oh,
Yeah, the Netflix show.
I need to watch the Netflix show. I've been meaning to, but it's...
And when I saw that, I just about jizzed in my pants. Not gonna
oh
lie.
yeah, he's gonna be great.
Oh, it'll be so
But
interesting to see how...
I will say, Brian, you absolutely need to listen to the rest of Gallifrey Time War to get 4.
You do. Each
I
set
know.
leads into the other one.
Well,
and I will
and
say, none of the
3.
sets have been...
3. Oh, I fucking love 3.
The ending of 3, I'm still not over it, and it's been nearly...
Nor am I.
It's been what?
Can
8
I have
months?
one guess as to what happens? Don't confirm it or anything. But like, fucking Romana's totally dead. Totally fucking dead. Cool.
So anyway, Horror of Fang Rock.
Well, actually, I mean, here's the thing, Brian. Here, like, because we can't play around with this, Jake. Is that like, we technically don't even know.
we don't even
sure.
know
Yeah,
what
we don't know.
happened at the end
Yeah.
of Gallifrey Time War 3 because it's very much playing with what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And there are at least 3 baits and switches in the actual episode itself
Oh,
as
yeah.
to what's going on.
all in like those last like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, so it's like, oh wait, and with each bait and switch, it's just like your heart gets pulled, and you think, oh, this is gonna be fine. Then it gets pulled again.
And you're just like, and by the end of it, you're just.
I'm also
dead.
so glad that they're releasing it in February. Like, I'm glad it
That
wasn't
is
delayed.
soon, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you can't do a Gallifrey Time War series and not explain Romana's very blatant absence in the rest of the new series. So I'm guessing if that hasn't been touched upon in Gallifrey 3, which it probably has been, it will be touched upon in the last one.
Did I tell you I've decided to add all of Gallifrey to the Ultimate Doctor Who Marathon?
You told me.
Why?
Because after
It's a
I
great
did some-
fucking series.
because I've decided to do sort of a Time War era, with the War Doctor and 8th Doctor Time War stuff. So I'm also adding in, that's where I'm adding in Legacy of Time. I'm doing all of War Master, especially since War Master 5 came out, and War Master 6 sounds awesome. But yeah,
So are you adding War Master to the Ultimate Marathon?
yup,
So you're just doing all the Time War stuff.
pretty much. Maybe
Will-
minus
will-
Time
will
Lord
you-
Victorious.
Will you go back and do Shadow of the Daleks?
What? No,
What about
no, shut up.
the 5th Doctor, Shadow of the Daleks?
Shush.
It's a Time War thing, though.
Shush, 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 Joey, shush.
Lewis Kent just starts.
Look, Shadow of the Daleks takes place at some point when 5 is traveling alone in between seasons 19 and 20.
And I personally thought it should be 10 episodes.
No, the magic number is 7, Joey. The magic number
7,
is...
that's right. It should be 7 episodes.
Why?
I personally thought Dalek's master plan should have been 24 episodes as opposed to 12.
Actually, what is the final count for Dalek's master plan now?
It
'Cause, like-
depends on what you want to include.
If you include Big Finish, what is it?
I don't.
Well, see, that's tough to count then, because you got the whole Sarah Kingdom trilogy. You've got like what 2 or 3 short trips. You've got all the early
6,
adventures.
7, 8, there's at least, let's see, 9, 10,
And
11,
then
12,
plus-
13.
and then-
An
and then
ordinary
if
life.
you want to
the
include
Sun God.
if you want to include Daughter of the Gods, maybe.
18, 19, 20, 21. So that's, I'm getting 21 episodes plus the original 12. So that's 33, 34 if you include Mission to the Unknown.
Oh!
Actually, hold on.
How
I
much
screwed up.
more are
I
you
screwed up. I
going to
forgot one. I
expand
forgot one of the Companion Chronicles. Give me 2 seconds, and I will map you this number.
Oh, that's right. There's another companion chronicle. Yeah.
Hang on. Let's see. That is.
I'm going to say exclude Daughter of the Gods from that though.
But more Katarina content though.
Let's see. That is.
That
Are we
works
including Mission to the
with
Unknown?
Troughton story that just happened after.
Sorry. Yeah, I would say yes, including
13 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 8 for the 2 early adventures plus 6. 37.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't include the early adventures, and it was literally just...
You didn't want to take forever on Dalek's master plan?
Well, how would I do
the
it?
early adventures are great, though.
How would I do it? Would I just have to do, like, here's Dalek's master plan?
You just split the Dalek's master plan into 3 fucking videos.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have done Daughter of the Gods, because it wasn't...
Well, I mean, at least, like, I mean, I guess you're just talking about early adventures, but if you were to do, like, the Sarah Kingdom trilogy, that's easy, because you could do that all after the Dalek's master plan.
Yeah. With the early adventure stuff.
I think Daughter of the Gods works as its own standalone thing because that story isn't told from the perspective of the Hartnell TARDIS team. It's from the perspective of Trout.
It's also brilliant, and you should listen to it if you haven't. Also, the Home Guard is good.
Yes, it is.
Fucking... Oh, that one scene in Daughter of the Gods, though. Oh! So good. You know what scene I'm talking about, right, Joey?
That one towards the end with the second Doctor and Katarina.
Yes.
Quality shit. Love it.
So it takes place. When does it technically take place for the first Doctor, Stephen and Katarina?
Just
that would be post Mythmakers there, right?
Yeah. Just after the Mythmakers. So like bits of the Nightmare Begins happens and then it completely diverges.
I love Leela in this story. Like,
I hate this story.
We know that, Brian. I love just how Leela doesn't take any shit ever.
That's a weird cliffhanger, huh?
Kinda is.
Ruben! The one good character. What?
Ooh.
Closed captions aren't catching. I'm so confused! Oh, hey, John Nathan Turner.
John Nathan Turner worked on so much Doctor Who.
Right?
Yes, he did. And he still managed to fuck it up.
Horror of Fang Rock, Part 3, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Doctor.
Brian is halfway through slitting his wrists.
Yep, that's where we are right now. That's how it normally goes. You know what? It's not as bad as Time Flight when we all wanted to slit our wrists at the end. Do you remember this Time Flight Suicide Pact?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the Time Flight Suicide Pact.
Yeah.
Suicide Pact, yeah.
Joey and I were both crying by the end of it.
Well, so was Dylan. Dylan was there with us.
Dylan was too, yeah. I think one of the last things we say as the end credits roll is, time to get the razor blades. Look at this.
Oh, so
magic
Jacob,
shot.
I only have two Benny novels left, and as such, only two Virgin Publishing era Doctor Who books left.
That's kind of sad.
Right?
So where are you? Yeah, wait, you're on Body Snatchers, right?
Yeah. So I have Body Snatchers. Then I'm going to do the last two Benny books. Then I'll do
And then-
Genocide, and then I'll start the PDAs.
Okay.
And then I'll start alternating the PDAs with the EDAs.
I will say you will love Devil Goblins from Neptune. It's
I don't know. Apparently, it contradicts Scales of Injustice, and I don't know if I can stand for that.
Doesn't, you know what? I'm not gonna say that in case it is actually fucking true. Isn't there a book at some point where Liz dies though?
yes.
Oh yeah, Eternity Weeps.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
It's by one Mr. Jim Mortimer.
I wonder how it could be brutal if it's by him.
Her eyes like fucking bleed out. She gets infected with this disease, dude. It's fucking awful.
I'm gonna probably set that further in the future
wonder
than 2003 when we adapt it.
What's up, Brian?
I wonder what Paparino would think of Eternity Weeps based on his reaction to Blood Heat.
I don't know.
Would you say it's more fucking?
He's so
painful than
pissy.
Blood Heat?
He's so pissy when a new adventure is like sort of downbeat.
Who are we talking about? Paparino?
Paparina. Yeah, Paparina.
But he's into that edgy 90s sci-fi stuff. How does he avoid the fucking brutal bullshit?
Right?
Like,
He did it with that. He
all-
did it with White Darkness.
That's what all sci-fi shows were doing back in the 90s. They all went like extreme edgelord mode.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm currently going through Cat's Cradle Warhead with my sister, and fuck, that is a rough book. I love it, but fuck, man.
Is she okay?
Oh yeah, she's liking it. She's liking it a lot.
She's just like, oh shit.
Also, Jago, I forgot how much we fucking cut from the Ace plot in Warhead.
We did, because we didn't like the Ace
We
plot.
cut a lot. I went through like 2 whole chapters, which amounted to like 30 pages altogether, and none of it we kept in the adaptations.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's. I mean, it's not bad. It's just
It just goes on a really long time.
I'm way
with like
too
no
long.
with like no dialogue to adapt either. So like it's not even like easy to translate into a script.
Yeah. I couldn't translate it, so I was just like, "Are we gonna do a retrospective after Scales?"
Yeah, after Scales, we're gonna go through Time of Your Life up to Scales.
Is that just gonna be you two?
No, we'll have you on it because you did the trailers, and we'll have Ark on it. And we'll have Ark on it because he helped cast all of them except Scales.
So are we going to be going through Time of Your Life up to Scales then?
Yes.
Yeah. Time of Your Life, Cat's Cradle arc, and then Scales.
Yeah. So five instead of 4 because.
Yeah, and then after that, from that point on, I think for the retrospectives, we'll end up doing them like at the end of each year and just do the stories that we made that year.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for Scales, just because the few previews I've gotten, the fact that the 7 episodes are coming out to a good length.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fucking Time of Your Life feels like so long ago now.
Right? Oh God.
Well, I think it might feel longer for me because I actually recorded over a year ago.
Well, I think part of it was also because the pandemic happened. Like,
Right.
that has made.
Even to the point where like Time's Crucible feels like forever ago.
I think I had my shit for Time of Your Life in early.
Times Crucible's release was, I think, what was it?
Well, like, at least most of it in early. Maybe there was like a few bits of part 4 left I had to do.
Times Crucible was the last audio we did before the pandemic started.
Was
That is
it?
true. That is true.
Shit.
Yeah, because it released in February. Yep.
Holy fuck. It doesn't feel... It feels longer. It feels longer ago than that.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I've lived 2 years in one, dude. It's fucking wild. So much bullshit has just happened.
I am really excited to edit Transit.
Ooh, yeah, I'm excited because so while we're recording this, we have Transit Cast and we have lines in from
Most of the
everybody
lines.
Except like 2 people.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Joey. Transit is the first one of my performances I've done for the novel adaptations, which I legitimately despise.
Oh?
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
What?
I'm
I
not
mean, if you hate
excited
it, you
to
could
listen
redo
to
it if you really want to.
I mean, it's up to you. You're the director. If you think it's shit, then I'll redo it. But
I mean, I'm sure I'll still think it's fine. You know, you always hand in good work.
still, I'm just over here like, ooh, no. Yeah. I wasn't sure how I wanted to do Florence, so I sort of ended up going for a, what's his name? Silas something. The guy who plays the Ood.
Oh, yeah, Silas Carson. Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of went for a voice similar to that for Florence.
I like that.
I also put some robotic effects on it to,
Well, that's good.
make
Yeah.
you aware that it is a computer.
Wait, I still gotta send you the list of characters that you're doing for the pit, right?
It's a really small list, isn't it?
Well, it's a larger list, but all characters are like only like 2 or 3 lines.
Yeah.
Because that.
You just have
Oh,
me.
wait a
just
minute.
have me
Are you
playing
gonna
a bunch
read
of
the pit to your
extras.
sister?
I suppose.
I feel bad for her that she has to experience that shit novel.
I mean, I have to do Witchmark before that, so I think, in my opinion, she will have experienced worse before then.
She's also experienced Genesis, though.
Genesis is decent.
Genesis isn't that bad.
I'm sick of having this conversation, Jacob. Everyone like saying shit like Time Worm Genesis is like the worst thing to ever happen to humanity, and we're just like,
I'm
I
not
don't know.
saying it's the worst thing that ever happened to humanity. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it isn't very good.
Just how the conversation always goes. Like someone just like over exaggerates how bad Time Worm Genesis is, and me and Jacob were just like, I don't know, it's just kind of there. It's bad, but I mean, I
It's
don't
not
know.
like the bane of my existence. It's just not particularly good.
Heck,
Yeah.
considering I was able to adapt it in like a weekend.
I mean, I still kind of put that down to you being like on a high, just like actually getting started with the projects.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Blood Heat is taking kind of a while.
I mean, it's a long book, and I'm sure the adaptation will be great when it's finally done.
Well, the thing about Blood Heat is I'm not cutting much. I've cut Liz's first scene because there's no dialogue, and that's basically it.
I need to
Nice.
find my spot in Sands of Time.
What we're doing,
Brian,
Brian,
I got good news.
Yeah.
You're gonna be Morka.
Woo!
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'll be the doctor off of Morka, and I don't want to do both those characters at the same time.
I also want to give. I'd love to see if we could get Ark back in for Blood Heat to do some Silurian voices.
Yes. He sent in this great blooper with his scales lines, because the last line that Chuck has before that thing happens.
Oh right, he is in the scales, isn't he?
He's the one Silurian.
I completely forgot because I haven't talked to him in such a long time.
Yeah, he's Chuck. So he comes in and the line is like, "Stop, apes! It is I am Chuck, leader of this shelter, and then the thing happens. But he sent in this blooper where he comes out in his wonderful arc voice. He goes, "Stop, apes! It is I, Charles, leader of this shelter."
Charles?
Yeah, Charles, like like Chuck. Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. It is I, Charles, leader of the shelter. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, I can't wait to be a gay Silurian singing. The worst part is we're gonna have to harmonize that shit.
We got this.
So my question is, what do we do for that? Do we just sing normally, harmonize, and then one of us decides to throw the effect on over it?
Um. We'll figure that out. We have ways
What
to
do
go
they
yet,
sing in the
Brian.
book? What do they sing in the book, though?
They sing the actual wedding song, right?
They sing. Do they sing the wedding song?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I have the wedding song prepared.
Okay.
I'm on my shit for this. I have the sheet music right.
Only got like 50 adaptations.
Jacob's just
to
like, we're doing a full ass production for this shit.
Well, no. They include the sheet music in the book.
Oh fuck.
So like,
Yeah.
Brian, it's not like I wrote a tune. This is actually in the book.
I remember the first thing you did when you got your copy of Happy Endings was you transcribed that.
Well, partially because I wanted to hear what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm. And then you sent that to me.
Antonio's doing cool stuff, isn't he?
That he is, but don't say what he's doing for us yet because I haven't announced that yet.
It has not been announced.
That's why I said cool stuff.
Antonio's just awesome.
Right? How fucking great is Antonio?
I fucking he's
Everyone, go
such
follow
a
Criminal Roots on
good
Twitter.
boy.
He's awesome.
He is the best troll.
The good can't.
Oh, I saw The Thing all the way through for the first time recently.
You hadn't seen The Thing all the way through?
Nope.
Why?
I don't know.
It's such a good movie.
It really is. It really is good.
I love The Thing. We're talking the John Carpenter one, right?
Yes, not the
Okay.
remake.
Good.
Well, it is technically a remake, but
Yeah. But it's better than the thing it's remaking.
I still like The Thing from Another World. That's a good, solid film.
Whoa.
I've never actually seen. I've just heard the John Carpenter one is better. What is the thing from Another World like?
It's a very 50s sci-fi B movie, but it's very.
Is it similar to the thing in any way, shape, or form? Like, how does it connect?
It's based off of the same short story, but the alien doesn't shapeshift. The alien is just sort of generic plant monster man.
So, how does the story? Well, the story just sort of changes based on that premise alone. I guess.
Yeah, it just kills people. It doesn't. There isn't the assimilation thing.
Do you guys ever come across like a "not my doctor" comment on something that's just like
Why?
that's like more that's like more yikes than usual?
Yes. What did you come across?
Saw this shared on Twitter from a Doctor Who page Facebook post. All the two comments say is, and I'm quoting directly what it says. First comment says, "Hate Doctor Who, not Doctor no more. Ugly black woman crazy."
What?
And then the second
type of
comment,
hillbilly whack ass Jack.
and then the second comment says, Alternative universe, not our doctor. Captain Jack back. Maybe hope one day turn back to man, doctor.
Ooh. Whoa, there's some fuckery afoot here. Woo! Holy shit. What the fuck even? Man, doctor, not mother.
I can't get over that first one though. Hate Doctor Who, not Doctor No More. Ugly black woman crazy.
There was a Not My Doctor in the chat of the live stream today.
Yeah, I saw that. It's that guy that's been. Oh, hang on. I don't know. Shh.
You
I
want
shouldn't
to
say
say
anything.
the name?
I shouldn't say anything.
You shouldn't say anything.
I'm going to leave it right there, and we will talk about it between episodes.
Okay.
I love this scene where Leela's just like done with her shit.
I'd be done with her shit too.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, Brian. You're not supposed to like this character.
Please tell me Leela snaps like fucking some shit. I almost said snaps her neck, and then I was like, "Whoa, buddy,
That would be dark.
that's not cool."
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Terrence Dix.
It'd be way out of
Just-
fucking character, though.
This is the writer who decided to make the Seventh Doctor work with the Nazis.
Yeah, that's true.
Has she never seen
What
death
the
before?
fuck?
Such a
Java?
great line.
Oh no, it paused. Oh,
Oh fuck. Okay, well, whatever. Just keep it going, and we'll
for a full
we'll end
2
the
seconds.
commentary a few seconds early for this episode. It's all good. We'll figure it out.
Seconds all.
We're all good.
I'm
Oh, Jacob, we have that thing to record for you on Monday, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
fucking pissed that the thing popped up. It was still playing, but when I exited out of the Java pop-up, that's when it decided to fucking pause. How bullshit can you be?
Apparently that bullshit. I have War of the Daleks on the way. Is that any good?
I like it.
I of the Daleks.
It's Legacy, that's the shit one, right?
Yeah, Legacy's kind of shit. I let me rephrase that. It isn't kind of shit. It is shit. It has some cool concepts, but oh fuck, that's creepy.
The cover is very misleading because the Daleks really aren't in it.
Yeah,
Like
it.
Wait, in which one?
Legacy.
Oh.
Which I actually kind of like the idea of, because it's called Legacy of the Daleks.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The Daleks really shouldn't have popped up, I think.
But they plastered the Daleks right on the cover, so it's like...
Yeah, you kind of see them coming.
Yeah. I think it's at this point where the Doctor realizes what's going on.
I think he realized it a few minutes ago because he's been sitting in that same position for like 2 cuts now.
I like how how Classic Who like people don't always talk about this. How the Doctor's allowed to not know things, like Like, in the new series, it seems like the Doctor has to know everything.
I'm just sick of the fact that like we never get to meet a new species for ourselves anymore. Like from the Doctor's perspective, at least, like it's always like the Doctor going like, "Hey, well, look at that! I heard them from wherever," and it's just like I don't know.
Or
It's really grating.
the doctor's even when it is a new species, the doctor's just like, oh yeah, reminds me of this cooler version of the gimmick we're doing with this one. Like fucking Praxius, where the doctor just goes on a tangent about the Autons, is like, why didn't you just write an Auton story?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so clear that, shit, who wrote Praxis? Pete McTeague?
Yeah, that was McTeague.
So
It's clear McTeague probably just wanted to write an Auton story, but Chibnall was like, nope. I find it interesting that outside of the finale, like two of the best writers from Series 11 wrote some of the weaker stories for Series 12.
Right?
Ed Himes felt so much like a Classic Who six-parter, it hurt. Like,
Yeah.
shoved
into 50 minutes.
do you think it would have been better if it was a Classic Who six-parter?
Yes, you could explore all the ideas and do all the set pieces that he wanted to do so clearly. It could have been very much a tribute to the Green Death, or even just as it like it has the format of a Classic Who six-parter, where for the first 2/3 you're doing something standard, but then the last third, everything changes.
Yeah, you're right.
So we're gonna end this like 5 seconds early then, Brian.
All right, I will fucking keep my eye on this shit then.
Yeah. And that should mostly line us up for the weird people that watch these commentaries and actually line it up with their own home viewing.
Yeah, that isn't a lot of people actually. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
all
done.
right, we're done. Horror of Fang Rock, Part 4, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And here we are.
So I will be on whenever we do the arc for this, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, if I'm not on, I will be genuinely annoyed.
I think we should, Brian. I think for that one on, but Jacob. Everyone who's been on commentaries before, we're gonna have them on.
Wait.
Except
We should do it so it's just Jacob.
It's just Jacob.
Jacob's like, hi guys, I'm going to be talking my way through the arc. It's just like dead silence for most of it, and then Jacob comes up with some random obscure production fact and
Yes.
starts talking about it.
Like, the elephant's name was Monica. Which I'm fairly certain was the elephant's name. I know it gets credited. Like,
Why does Tom Baker look dead inside? He's looked dead inside for like the past 15 minutes.
because this is his serious face for serious episodes. I am so glad it's Halloween, though. Like, I love this time of year where it's okay to be macabre.
Now kiss Ruben full on the mouth. Oh, Ruben. No. Oh, Ruben. No. You were the one good thing. The one.
Brian, he lasted until the last fucking part.
I will say, it would have been really interesting to see if State of Decay got made in the story's place.
I mean, I prefer State of Decay where it actually lies, personally.
Yeah,
Although Leela with vampires would have been fun.
You know, Leela would have staked some vampires in the heart.
Oh,
Like, it would happen.
Was State of Decay in the works at this point?
Terrence Dicks had a script for it at this point, and it was shelved. And then, in trying to find scripts for season 18, Chris Bidmead pulled out the old State of Decay script and ran it by Terrence Dicks again.
Said, could you do a couple rewrites on this just to update it for Ramona K9?
Well, no. Here's the thing. Terrence Dicks thought the script was fine as it was, and Chris Bidmead said, no, you need to change all this shit. And he changed it all, and he had already hired, who's the director? Peter Moffat, right?
Yes, who is not a director that I like.
But he ran it by Peter Moffat, and Peter Moffat had read the original script.
Wait, why don't you like Peter Moffat?
I find his directing bland.
I disagree. What? But anyway, Bidmead made all these changes to the script, sent it back to Peter Moffat, and Peter, no, I want Dix' script, and then Dix basically won that. So we have basically the script as it originally was on screen in season 18.
Yeah. I will say, I enjoy season 18. I do.
I love season 18.
But, you know that video that was circulating done by Maddox? Like, yeah, that's his face. Your boy Maddox on Twitter.
Yeah.
About what your favorite Classic Who season says about you.
Yeah.
Like,
He's absolutely right about that one.
Yes, you are. That's like, that is spot on. That is not a joke. That is true. Because I don't think Chris Bidmead understands that to make that sort of technical sci-fi work that's, you know, that is very scientific on the technical level, you also have to have characters who are good and interesting and also human. Like there's
they
a reason
can't be as emotionally distant as the sci-fi that you're telling.
Like, yeah, no, like read classic sci-fi, like the earliest sci-fi, like Frankenstein or anything by H.G. Wells. The characters are all human.
But Bidmead still fucking thinks his season on Doctor Who is a fucking masterpiece.
I really like his season on Doctor Who.
No, fuck it.
I mean, there are only 2 stories I actively dislike from that season.
There's only one I actively dislike, and that's Meglos.
Yeah, it's Meglos and Warrior's Gate.
Ledger Hive, though.
It's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. I thought it was
really bad.
Then I rewatched it, and I was like,
hey, maybe you'll have a Jacob Licklander deciding on his worst Doctor opinion, Joey.
Just rewatch all of season 18 in one go. You're gonna fucking hate it.
That's what I did.
I'm talking to Jacob.
I've done that.
You poor soul.
How do you think in the marathon I didn't do any audios during season 18?
I love it when my cat starts screaming.
Makes me
Punch
happy.
them.
It's like, come on, no, get back. And he just walks in with this
guy's shit-faced grin. Borderline Mr. Oak and Mr. Quill. Actually, I'm not kidding. That's the vibe I get from him.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, I love what Neil Gaiman's been doing on Twitter. So they're adapting his comic series The Sandman to a Netflix TV show. And he's just kind of being a troll. Like, people ask him, well, do you have casting information yet? And he's like, well, I do. It's like, I know. Because they've started filming, I think. But, like, they haven't announced any cast members. So Gaiman's just kind of being, you know, a bit trolly about it. Because it's like, well.
It's like, well, I know because I wrote the damn thing. But I'm not telling you.
Speaking of Neil Gaiman, Brian, have we ever fixed your opinion on Neil Gaiman?
Not yet.
Okay, we need to do that. Joey, what's your opinion on Neil Gaiman?
I love Neil Gaiman.
I mean, I liked Coraline.
Yeah, Coraline's great. Such a good, genuinely a scary movie. Like, that movie genuinely frightens me. Like,
I remember watching it when I was younger with my mom and being like, "Ooh, this is fucking weird."
Which it's weird because we're not talking about a horror story, and this is a horror book. Do you think? What do you think of the opinion that like something that's made for kids could still be scary to adults
Oh, absolutely,
if done well?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I find Seeds of Doom genuinely unsettling in places. Same with Brain of Morbius. Same with Horror of Fang Rock.
or any of the legitimately scary Doctor Who stories in its entire history. Yeah,
like
it's all a family/children's show, and some of it
you
can be
don't-
legitimately scary. Sometimes harrowing on a deeply psychological level, like with Demons of the Punjab. Demons of the Punjab,
Resurrection
like
of the
is
Daleks
a
is
legitimately
fucking
scary
brutal.
historical like episode because it kind of like eats away at you, like seeing like what humanity can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I fucking love Demons. Great episode.
Dude, I rewatched just that standalone scene at the end, and I was just like, I
Oh,
was still like,
but it's
oh,
even better in the
god
context of the
damn.
episode. Watch the
It
whole
is,
thing. Oh
but like
fuck!
on its own, it's still just like, oh fuck.
How great is that episode, Brian? Is that your favorite Jodie episode?
It often butts heads with Nikola Tesla, and it takes you away.
Okay.
like my favorite episode is It Takes You Away, but that's because It Takes You Away feels like it was written by Kate Orman in a lot of ways.
I get that.
I actually thought It Takes You Away felt like a Big Finish audio. That's why I liked it so much.
Well,
It felt like a pretty
in
solid...
arguments I've had with people who hate it scratched a very particular itch for a very particular type of fan.
Yeah.
That is, I don't want to say
I know it's my sister's favorite Jodie episode.
It's weird. It's the fans who like the weird trippy EU.
Yeah. Also, hot take about Big Finish scary episodes: the Holy Terror should not beat out Night Thoughts. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, also back on that. Also, it was up against Seizure from Ravenous at one point, and Seizure is definitely a scarier story than Holy Terror.
Holy Terror is scary, but it's not horror.
Yeah, I don't even know why it was in that fucking poll. It's a great story.
If you want to do a horror Rob Sherman story, it's Scherzo, because Scherzo is
Chimes. Do fucking Chimes.
Chimes is too Christmassy.
Also, the fact that lost out annoys me because Blind Terror was so good.
What did Blind Terror lose to? I Am the Master?
It might have, yeah.
Fucking...
God, but how great is Seizure? I think that was probably my favorite Ravenous story in the whole
The
series.
audios I'm listening to as like a lead up into Halloween are the Starmen, the Nowhere Place, Night Thoughts, and Something Inside.
Also, just the fact that I don't think the Bloodlust miniseries made it into the poll at all kind of annoyed me, because that is a really good horror mystery series.
Dark Shadows nerd.
Look, Dark Shadows has done some of the scariest stuff Big Finish have done. Because
I started watching like really early Dark Shadows stuff, and I was just
start with episode 210, Brian. Trust me. Start with episode 210.
I feel like I'm missing shit though.
You're not. It's a soap opera.
I suppose it is designed so I can just jump in at any point.
Okay, if you don't want to feel like you don't miss shit, start with episode 193.
Is there a recap anywhere in this show? Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, within the dialogue, like in every other episode or so. Yeah, start with episode 193. It's the start of the storyline that starts with that eventually brings in Barnabas. And episode 210. Just trust me.
How many episodes is the series?
1,245.
Ooh, that's a fuck ton.
Yeah, no, it's a soap opera, so you don't even to enjoy a lot of the Big Finish stuff, you don't need to know the lore.
To be fair, there is around something like 800 episodes of Doctor Who, probably closer to 900 now. So,
If you're looking at runtime, I think even Doctor Who is longer by runtime, because of how many 45-minute episodes there are.
yeah, that's true. Every episode now is like the length of 2 classic episodes.
Yeah. Or just listen to the Bloodlust miniseries, because the Bloodlust miniseries is great. Hopefully you don't hear that banging.
I just heard something, yeah.
I heard some banging.
Someone was banging something out in the hallway.
I'm just slapping my knees.
Yeah.
Jacob, what was your favorite story from Ravenous?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
There were a lot of really good ones in there. Basically, all of set 2 is a strong contender.
Really? Set 2 is where I gave up.
Yeah, because you didn't finish it, and you didn't do Seizure.
My favorite might have been the Krampus 2-parter. It might have been Day of the Master.
The Krampus 2-parter was fantastic.
I found I couldn't actually listen to the Krampus 2-parter.
What do you mean?
Like, I couldn't fucking pay attention to it. I was
You know what? My
bored by
favorite
it.
might have just been Day of the Master, just because I love the interaction between all the masters, and I loved Michelle Gomez in that story.
I don't know. The Krampus 2-parter, it wins over that for me.
Possibly. I would possibly have to listen to Ravenous all as one go again.
Actually, the odds against I remember being really good.
I think Ravenous was the best of the 3 8th Doctor 4-set miniseries.
Doom Coalition was better, I think, but Ravenous is a very close second.
Thank God. Okay, good. I was about to ask you, do you prefer Doom Coalition or Ravenous?
I mean, Brian. When I say it's a close second, I mean it's right fucking there next to it.
Oh, no.
Only
Don't
the first
fire,
set.
Don't fire
only
you see the green of its tentacle.
Oh, God damn it, Jacob. No, only really the first set of Ravenous isn't very strong, but it's about on the same level as like Doom Coalition 2.
There is one episode from the first set of Ravenous that I like, and that's the first part of the Candyman story.
I liked both parts of the Candyman story.
I liked the first part, and then I was like, God damn it, the second part's disappointing. And I was also very confused on what the Ravenous was.
Well, that's because you got to listen to Seizure. That's where you.
Yeah, Seizure is where things actually start.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is you don't even have to listen to the first set of Ravenous.
No, not really. I mean, it ties up that plot thread from Doom Coalition, but beyond that, no, not really.
Oh yeah, that one.
Well, I mean, and plus also that first set leaves the 11 off with where you meet him in Seizure.
Okay.
And set 2 is just fantastic because Escape from Caldor.
I was really fucking hoping that set 1 was entirely pointless, so I could even be like, it's shit, even more. But apparently, it's not pointless, so I'll go fuck myself.
And Stranded is nothing special so far, so you'd be much better off investing the time.
The second.
Really? I thought you liked Stranded.
I liked 2 stories from Stranded, and even then only one of them I really loved. The other 2,
I heard a lot of bullshit about how Stranded is like the best thing since sliced bread, and it made me intrigued. And then I watched Davis do a review of it and just be like, it's the same old shit, just set on Earth with no aliens. And I was just like, okay, then I'm not fucking interested.
What was the name of the second story? Because that one was fantastic. The second Stranded story. Wild Animals. That was it. That was fantastic. I fucking love that one. But
But
the rest of
isn't
it was
that one?
alright.
What's Wild Animals about? The doctor going to
Wild
a zoo or
Animals,
some shit?
without spoiling something bad happens to one of the companions, and it's sort of like this analysis of how the doctor reacts to situations and how he prioritizes what they're doing stuck on Earth right now. It's a great character analysis of
I
the
really liked
doc.
Rebecca Root in the set, though. She was great.
Oh yeah, she was great, and I really like I like Liv in particular in that story in Wild Animals.
Again, I like the
So
set. I like the set. It's
is Stranded finally the one where Liv and Helen get all smoochy or some shit?
No, Liv gets smoochy with someone else.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard.
I mean, part of me still
something
wishes
about
Liv and
that.
Helen would go smoochy.
I don't know. I like the relationship she's in.
Part of me wishes one of them would leave, though, because it's been a while.
Right?
I fucking. That's one of my big issues with the
Like,
Eighth Doctor.
I would say
Stuff
Liv
right now,
leave
I
because it's been over a decade.
really
'cause
don't like Liv.
It's been a decade.
God, it has, hasn't it?
Yes.
No, not quite. 2013 was when Set 2
Two
came
more
out.
years, but Liv can fuck
Oh,
off.
no, you're talking about when Robophobia came
Yeah.
out, right?
Yeah, it's been a decade. Like, and I like Liv, I do, but like,
No, get her the fuck out.
also, actually, I want Time War 5 to be announced with 8 because I need to know what happens.
Right? I think they're giving people enough time to listen to what happens at the end of the fourth one, so they could be like, okay, now this is who's going to be in the fifth one, even though we already know who's going to be in it at this point. But for the sake of spoilers, you can't really say anything.
I'm excited.
I'm terribly excited as well.
I feel
I'm really
like I
excited to see
should
him
probably
back.
listen to that other Time War set that probably
Yes,
ties
you
heavily into it.
You absolutely should, Brian.
Which Time War
Really
set? Susan's War? Susan's War?
Yes.
Oh, you need to listen to Susan's War no matter what, because Susan's War is great.
True.
I was trying to keep the name of the set ambiguous.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really say what happens. No, okay. For anyone who doesn't know what happens in Time War 4, no, it's not Susan. Don't worry about that.
No, Susan is dead. Susan got murdered.
Wait, what?
Jacob, shut the fuck up.
The fuck? You
No,
can't just
Susan's
drop
not
that.
dead.
Ooh,
She's not dead.
fuck,
She's not
okay.
dead, Ryan. That was Jacob being sarcastic.
See, Americans don't get fucking sarcasm.
You can't just say Americans by just based on Brian.
Yeah. I am not the demographic of America. Trust me.
But yeah, Susan's War is great. I mean, the first hour makes it worth it because William Russell. Oh, William Russell. And the Sensorites. The Sensorites are done really, really well.
Yeah.
Also, if
But the
you're listening to
gods.
this and you don't like the Sensorites, give it another go. Just don't watch it all at once.
See, I like doing the Sensorites all at once. I think I've exclusively watched the Sensorites all in one sitting. Every time I've done it.
Same.
I had a friend, when I bought the Sensorites DVD, they were like, why would you just buy the Sensorites? And I'm like, because it's good. Like this isn't a bad story. Oh, I love the way they end this story with Leela getting.
Oh yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, I like this.
It's such an interesting thing where it's like it's like
Well,
we
also,
get it.
it's legitimately funny too, and a really nice character moment.
it's like slay me, I'm blind. It is the fate of the old and crippled.
And the doctor taking the knife too, like it's so good.
I also love if this was a channel episode, people would be accusing anti-blind people agenda. It's like, here's the explanation why we don't want to have Louise Jameson doesn't want to wear her contacts, which, let's be fair, colored contacts can be a pain.
Well, also they basically forced her to wear them in the Hinchcliffe era, which I'm like,
Yeah.
that's kind of yikes.
She doesn't even question that her eyes have changed color. I'd be like, wait a minute, the fuck? She just smiles and is like, oh, okay.
Tom being genuinely threatening with poetry. So yeah, final thoughts. I love this story. This story's
Final
great.
thoughts. The ending's alright, but I hate the rest of it.
Brian, shut the fuck up.
No.
Whooshing.
Did it say it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I fucking missed it. God damn it.
It said it in part 1 too.
That is true.
I missed it there too.
See, that'll be the first thing we do when we set up a Security Kitchen Productions like Redbubble or Teespring or some shit like that. It's gonna be whooshing.
Whooshing on a t-shirt. You have to have Monoid 1 pointing at it.
So yeah, that was the commentary. That was Halloween. Tell us if you want to kill yourselves as much as we do.
I don't. But also, tell us your favorite spooky
Yeah,
story.
Joey? I
Tell
thought you
what's up?
liked this story.
No, I really like the story. I don't know. I'm just, that's just
Feeling
how I like to
a
end
little
videos now.
suicidal?
Yeah,
Feeling
no, and that's it. Bye.